last act of canal life, the funeral. For 60 years, Billy Hunt was a captain of a narrowboat. Now his body was being taken home by canal. Tradition says you've got to give way to a coffin boat, so Dick and the crew of the Flower of Gloster had to wait before they could take their boat through Blisworth Tunnel. Blisworth, the longest tunnel on the canal journey to London. The tunnel which in 1801 took 4 years to burrow through Blisworth Hill. The tunnel which, as it was being built, cost the lives of 20 men.
Well, I suppose we better go in after him now, then. Liz, would you like to go up front and keep Michael company, and also help me to keep off the sides of the tunnel?
Yeah, okay.
It takes so long for my eyes to get used to the dark.
Yeah. How long's this tunnel?
1.75 miles about.
How long do you reckon it'll take us to get through it?
Half an hour.
Hey, why can't we see the other end?
Well, there's 2 reasons. The first one is a bend, and the second one, that's in the middle of the tunnel, there's a bend. And then also, apparently, there's an awful lot of fumes get stuck in here. Even if it was straight, you wouldn't see right down it.
Really?
No.
Is it difficult to get round the bend?
No. But they do say this tunnel's supposed to be haunted, and they say there's a lady who gets on your boat when you're just coming up to the bend and then pushes your tiller over so you do smash into the bend.
Really?
It's a story.
So dark.
Yeah.
Hey, Dick, what about all that soot up there? Where does that come from?
Well, they used to have, before they had motorboats, or for the horse-drawn boats, what they used to do was to tow them with a tug, a steam tugboat. For a long time they used to tow them through here, about 5 boats at a time. And I suppose that's just off the steam engine.
Hey, how did the horse-drawn barges get through here then? There's no tow car.
Legging.
Legging? What's that?
What they used to do in a smaller tunnel was to just lie on their backs and walk along the roof, you see, and push the boat along like that. In this tunnel, it's too wide to do that.
Yeah.
So what they used to do, you'd have to have 2 men, and you'd put a plank right across the front of the boat, and they'd have to lie on each end of the plank, like on the end of a seesaw, and walk along the side walls.
That must have taken ages.
I bet it did, yeah. What happened, they used to have professional leggers, who were men, because apparently there was trouble with highwaymen originally. You know, like you have highwaymen on the roads, they had highwaymen on the canals too. And so they used to sort of offer their services to leg the thing through, but what happened, they used to pinch all the stuff on the boat, you know.
Hey, what's that, Dick?
Oh, the light?
Yeah.
That's from an air shaft. Well, they have ventilation holes all the way along here, and you can just see the light falling in through them.
Oh, hey, look round there.
Yeah.
It's really spooky, isn't it? It's like you were going into the middle of the earth. Look, there's all water dropping down.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah! Well, it's not.
It's like a well. It's like the bottom of a well.
Yeah. Soaking. Ow! Disgusting.
Oh, so slimy.
Yeah, it must have been about 40 or 50 feet deep, actually.
And how many of those are there?
80. Get your brolly out.
Get me dinghy out, turn it upside down.
Yeah, that's a good idea, that. gosh! Look at that! We've got no power. That's maximum revs.
Well, what's wrong?
Yeah. I think there's something around the prop.
Oh.
I'm trying to get it off the bar first.
Well, can we get through before we have to stop and look at it or anything? Oh, we're not going to be stuck here, are
It's
we?
not moving at all, no. Well, hold on. I'll have to kill the engine anyway.
Oh.
Look, I'll have to dangle over the side and see if I can pull out anything. Oh, no.
What's up?
There's something right around the prop. We'll have to go over and see if I can fetch it off. Oh, golly, it's cold in there.
Get 3 locks up and you put the Blisworth. I hear that's haunted.
I could get quite a firm grip on it, but it just won't budge.
God, it's spooky in here. Whereabouts do you think we are? I don't know. I can't see light either end. We must be bang in the middle. We'll never get out of here. I should think if we stay much longer, we'll freeze to death. Where's that coffin boat gone? What was that? Hey, you know if you follow a coffin boat into a tunnel, you never come out the other end. Oh, shut up, Mikey. Perhaps if we stay here long enough, we'll see the ghost. Mikey, stop it, will you? Oh, just stop it. It's bad enough being stuck here without you making noises.
Mike, will you pack it in? It's not funny. And get down off that board there, I'm going to need that. Listen, we're going to leg this out. Right. I'm just going to put this round. That's right. Make sure it's even. Right, look, take one end of that rope there. That's right. Go and tie it up there. Right, and tie it through the cleat eye there, will you? Right. Well now, what's going to happen is I think you're the most trustworthy. I'll show you what to do. You have to go out and lie out on the end of that plank there, on your back, and get your feet out as far as you can against the wall. And I'll do the same on this end. We kind of push against each other and walk along with your feet along the wall. Cross your legs over, apparently, as you go past. Okay? Yeah. I'll go up first.
Okay.
Just make sure it's safe. And you see how I'm lying. And Lizzie, would you sit in the middle with Nanette's out there? Just to try and stop it bowing up too much there.
Right, I can reach the wall now.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yeah, can you push against it?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Now, start walking.
Oh. Gosh, nothing's happening on my end.
Well, we're moving slowly, actually.
Oh, it's happening now.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right, we should be able to get a little bit of speed. Push.
Oh, I'm floating away now. Can you give us a shove?
I'll try and... Oh, well, if we push too hard...
Yeah.
Have you got it now?
Yeah, I got it now.
You've got to push now because I'm floating. Alright. I'll try and keep it about the middle. Are you still...
Yeah.
There?
Yeah, I'm there.
We're not doing too bad, are we?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, it's getting a bit tiring, but it's okay.
Is it?
Yeah, can you give us a shove? I'm floating up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sort of like tiptoeing through the tulips.
How far have we got to go, Dick?
I don't know. I can't see the light. Oh, wait a minute. I can just about see a speck. I'm going to move further out on my board.
Okay.
Because we keep swinging about.
Yeah, I'm floating out at the moment.
Are you? Right, I'm going to give you a good heave.
Okay, that's better.
How's that? Can you reach
Yeah,
now?
that's great, great. Oh, no, too much.
Too much, yeah.
It's okay.
Bricks, though.
They're filthy, aren't they?
But what's... Every one of those was put on my hand. Imagine one man doing that.
Yeah.
Building a tunnel.
A draggy job.
Yeah. I wonder how many men did work on this tunnel. I should think a good few. They were nearly all Irish, you know that?
Are they?
Yeah, the men who built the canals were called... You know, you talk about navvies now.
Yeah.
Well, they originated from the canal builders who were called navigators.
Oh, navigators.
And they were all... because they navigated the canals, you see.
Yeah.
And they were nearly all Irish. And then when they finished on this and then the railways came in, I suppose they all went over onto railways. They were still called navvies.
Yeah.
Now anybody who digs about a bit, I think.
How many years do you reckon it's since anyone's done this?
I should think it's a good few years, actually.
I mean, they don't still do it, do they?
No. No, because, you know, they had a tug in here for, I should think, quite a long time.
What, a special tug just for this tunnel?
Well, a steam tug, yeah.
Oh.
They used to tow in about 4 or 5 boats.
Yeah.
And, but I should think, it must be a long time since anyone actually laid down. 50 years. Hello, listen, can you hear birds?
Yeah.
That's funny, isn't it?
Where's that coming from?
Oh, we're nearly there.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Oh, keep your pecker up now. Gosh, you'll have short, fat legs by the time we finish.
Short, fat and hairy.
Were you bandy before this? I could do a nice cup of tea now. Oh, daylight.
Hey! Yeah, looks good. Better jump off in the rain.
I wonder what day it is. Yeah, jump off the rock, Mike. I can't believe it's still daytime. Jump up, Mike. That's it. You are off, Annette.
I'm sitting up. Half on, half off.
Right. Oh, isn't it nice to be out again?
Hey, listen, that sounds like another boat.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. God, if we waited there and when he come by, he could have given us a tow.
Oh, look. Yeah, it is. I can see the light. Oh. You'll never do the same again.
Oh. Broke down in there, we had to leg this thing out. Okay, let it come. Tired?
Yeah, no, well.
There you are.
Where are we anyway?
It's Stoke Brewing. Right, well, I'm going to go see if I can clear the propeller now.
Do you need me?
No. You can wander off for a while.
Stoke Bruin is a 200-year-old canal village made up of a few warehouses on the towpath. Until the Blisworth Tunnel was cut, Stoke Bruin was as far north as you could go by canal out of London. When they got here, they used to have to unload the boat, carry the stuff over Blisworth Hill, and load it onto another boat before they could start the long run up to the north.
Hello, is it open?
Yes, it's still open. Yes, open for another couple of hours now. You're free to go around and have a look around.
What are these for?
Well, these are legging boards, actually. If you have a look at that photograph up the top there, you'll see that there's no towpath in the tunnel at all. And the boat people in the early days, they were all horse-drawn boats in the early days, of course, before we got down to the mechanical boats. And in the early days, 1805 onwards, when the tunnel was opened, these boat people were up against a problem. They got to the end of the tunnel, 1 3/4 long, and they had to take the horse over the top, and by some method they had to get through the tunnel, get the boats through the tunnel. Well, the method was that they used these two boards that you see here, and as you see from the photograph, they put them across the front of the boat, and then they put themselves out on the end of the planks, put their feet on the tunnel, and walked. By 1870, as I say, the tugs came in and the leggers went out of business, but legging did go on for some considerable time after that, right up to 1920 actually, because some of the canal boats were loaded with explosives, gunpowder and that sort of thing, and one obviously didn't want to tow gunpowder boats through behind a steam tug. Anything might have happened, so the gunpowder boats had to stop until the tug service went off at night, and then the skipper of the boat or volunteers would then leg the boat through.
We've just legged out of Blisworth Tunnel.
Oh, you just legged down?
Yeah.
How did you get on? How did you get on with that? You use legging boards like this?
No, we use the crutch board.
Got on all right?
Oh, yeah.
Mikey? Mikey, you there?
I'm over here, yeah?
Oh, listen, we fixed the boat now. You can come back now. We got all the wire off the propeller.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, they really used to wear this stuff, did they? On the boats?
Yes, that's the gear they used to wear. Just about after the First World War. You get more modern clothes now. This is not really the working clothes. This is having done a day's work, they then tie their boats up at night, you see, and they then get changed and washed. And this is the sort of dress they would go out in the evening, go down to the local.
Yeah.
If you want to see some of the working clothes, we've got some over on the screens over there. There's some photographs there showing the working kit.
Oh. Oh yes, I can see some of the costumes up there.
That's right. Well, that's more the day costumes. The ones we saw there were the ones they dressed up in the evening. That's more the working clothes as you can see.
As a community, they must have been fairly sort of tight knit. Did they sort of?
They were
mix with-
tight knit. Of course, mind you, there was an awful lot of them. These photographs are probably going back to 1900 time.
Yeah.
And they were eclectic.
much trade used to pass up and down the canal? I mean,
Well, I've got some records down in the stores in the museum here. The latest one I've got is in 1901, and I see that through Stoke Bruin here, we ran something like 13,000 boats through here in a year, which is quite a lot of boats.
Wow. Yeah, you don't get anything like that now, do you?
We're not getting that number now, no, I know, by no means, but 13,000.
Must be something like the M1 then.
Very much like the M1, I should think, yes. A man would decide to go boating, and he would buy his own boat on hire purchase. It was still being done in those days.
Was it really?
Hire purchase.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. They used to go down to many of the boat builders alongside the canal. And, quite early days, as you'll see from the dress on of the good lady standing on the towpath here.
That's the Stoke Bruin, that's right here, isn't it?
It's right here, almost taken from outside the museum door here towards the lock. Yes, that shows you. There again are the mechanically propelled boats, not the horse-drawn one, as you can see. And of course today we see very much more, of course, of the pleasure craft. Now that's the thing that's coming in recent years. But, as you can see here today, look at the number of boats we've got here today.
Oh, that was interesting, wasn't it, Mikey? Look, it hasn't changed a bit, has it? You know the photo on the wall?
Next week, episode 11, The Deadline.
Oh my goodness, we'll have to go. We've got to get... Come on, quick, back to the boat. We've got to get lunch.